Yeah, my name's Kidkanevil. I make beats and watch movies. I come from a hip hop background, like originally. Kind of whole crate digging, turntablist scene things, like what I was into I was at school and shit. And then from that got like a display model MPC. It's kind of a bit fucked, but it worked. And like just started making beats and stuff. And then it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of evolved from that starting point into something else now, maybe. Just that kind of natural progression of making music. When I started, I just had an MPC, and then like my uncle and my dad's like record collection of like jazz and folk and stuff. So it's kind of like always going to come out a little bit more sample based and hip hop, just because that's what I had to work with at the time. And it just kind of expanded naturally. I guess it's more writing original parts on synths and things like that, so a bit more of that nature now. I don't know if it's more, some of it's more dance floor maybe. Some of it I wouldn't want to try and dance to it, I don't think. How I think about making music is kind of quite rooted in sampling culture and all that. Just because that's kind of how I learned to do it. I learned to make music on an MPC really. So I kind of still think about it in that way. Like most of the music I make is like I'll record loads of random little sounds and then start to edit shit together out of that. So that kind of feels like sampling to me, even though technically I guess it's not. Yeah, I just finished a collaboration project with a Japanese producer called Kidkanevil. He's like one of my favourite producers. When we met at the Red Bull Music Academy, he was one of the participants as well, like 2010 I think. And then the last like 6 months or so we've been doing an album together, which had just finished like a couple of weeks ago. And I'm still going a bit mental over like little details, but I think it's finished. I kind of like grown up on the concept of like of albums. Like I always kind of like the like 40 to 60 minute like journey, even though like as a format it's not particularly required anymore, but it's quite a nice chunk of time format to play with, to like kind of say something properly or whatever. So it's partly that, like I like the idea like getting into like a whole project, and then it's partly like just making beats all day. And like back in these there wasn't so much going on really, so I kind of just for that period when I made like pretty much did like 3 albums in a row, like it was just because I was just sat at home making beats and they just kind of came together. In a weird way, it's kind of like the first couple albums were more like I didn't really think about it much. It was just like doing whatever I felt like doing and trying things out and stuff. In some ways I kind of think I shouldn't have released them because it was more like a practice period. And then it was the 3rd album called Basha Basha. That was the one where like I was like, I felt like I got to a point where I knew how to make something that I wanted to kind of. Man, I listen to like all kinds of stuff, man. I like the Alvinoto, Sakamoto stuff. I've just been listening to that loads. Computer games. I listen to loads of like computer game soundtracks or like 16-bit ones and stuff. I used to draw these little characters when I was a kid. I still draw them actually, like they're just these little dudes or whatever. And they used to be like Knevils or whatever. I thought it was a word. Like, bearing in mind I was like a child, so don't be too hard on me. Like, I thought it was a word. I thought it meant like mischievous or something, like to be Knievel. I think I must have got conniving, right, muddled up. So like, I used to just sign them Kidkanevil because they were like these little kids or whatever. And then I just kept it when I started doing music. Like, it makes no sense, like, it maybe doesn't look that good aesthetically. Like, people always think it's connected with the Evil Knievel thing, which is not. Like, I have no real like vibe with stunt driving or whatever, like, so people always spell it wrong. Basically, it's probably a terrible name, it makes no sense, but like, what can you do, man? It's too late. It's too late. There's Kidkanevil. You can catch me at Audio Doughnuts, Temple Clash Civil Music. And what the fuck is it?